reception. Well done for all your brilliant work today. Now it's time for RE. Can you remember what we were learning about last week? A special kind of celebration. And I showed you some pictures of me when I had mine. It was my wedding. So when me and Mr. Phillips, we got married. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about weddings today and about, if you are a Christian, what your wedding is like and where you get married and what happens in a wedding and all the special things about it. So a wedding, remember, and there's rings, is when there are two people that come together and they love each other and they get married. It's a really happy time and their friends and their family come to celebrate. They all come together to watch the two people, the bride and the groom. I've got a picture of them in their special clothes. The bride and groom, they come together to get married because they love each other and they want to always be together. Now, we're thinking about Christian weddings. Okay, so Christians are people who, they follow Jesus and they believe in God. And the special building that they go to pray to God and to worship is a church that looks a bit like this. And let me show you a photograph of a church. So people that are Christian go to a church. And remember, they're the ones that they believe in God and they believe that Jesus, who was born in a stable, is the Son of God. So the Christian weddings are in a church and they have guests. So they're the people that come to the wedding to watch it and be part of it. Friends and family. And because it's a very special day, it's a very special celebration, they have to wear really smart clothes. Maybe a man might wear a suit or a tie. And the girls and the ladies might wear pretty dresses. Some of the ladies, remember, they wear a big hat. Do you remember the photo that I showed you of my mum in her big hat on my wedding day? So they wear really smart clothes. And there's the bride, that's the lady getting married. And she has bridesmaids. So maybe her friends or her family that look after her on the day. So the bride is in the middle. Is she in the middle? Yeah. The bride is in the middle and then her friends and family, the bridesmaids, stand next to her and they look after her on the day. And they have flowers, and little girls that are bridesmaids, they are called flower girls, and they also help the bride on her very special day. Look, can you see there's a drawing here of a little girl called a flower girl, and sometimes flower girls, they even have flowers all around their head. It looks really, really pretty. So at the wedding in the church, the couple, they get to the church like this, and there's a bit down the middle. It's called the aisle, and that's where they walk down. So at a wedding, the man, he gets there first. Okay, and he stands at the front of the church and he has to wait. And on one side, the friends and family sit, and then on another side, and they wait for the bride and the bridesmaids, and they walk down the aisle to get to the front, to get to the groom. And when the bride walks in, everybody stands up, and then they go, oh, wow, when they see the bride on the day. It's very exciting, wearing her beautiful dress. And normally it's a surprise. The bride doesn't show anybody what her dress looks like before the big day, because the bride wants everyone to go, oh. And it's a very, very special moment. So at a Christian wedding, there are some special things that happen. There's this book here. It's it's the holy book called the Bible. And at a church wedding, there is a priest who is in charge, and they do the service. So they say the words to the bride and the groom, and then also there will be readings from the Bible. And they say thank you to God. They might say some prayers as well, and special poems are read. And we talked this week, I showed you my ring, and my wedding ring, this one here, and I also showed you Mr. Phillips's ring. So the rings are very, very important, and when the man and the woman give each other rings, they make special promises to always stay together, to look after each other, even if they're sick or poorly, and that they will love each other and be together always. So that is called their vows. They're very, very special words. They are special promises to each other to show that they want to stay together, that they want to stay married. And then after that, then the priest will say some words. And then when they are married, they will then say they have a book and it's called the register. Different to our register. You know when we do the register and say, oh, on the computer, and me or Mrs. Ackler have to say who's here today, and we put the dinners on. This is a book called a register, and you have to write your name to sign to say that you have got married. And then at the end there's special music that plays, and the bride and the groom, and they walk, do you know, down the middle that I showed you, they walk out together. This time standing next to each other, they walk out together, and everyone might clap and like, yay, and everyone's really excited and happy, and there's special music during that time. Then when everybody, let me show you again that picture of the church. Where's it gone? That's the rings. Where's my church picture? Here it is. Then they walk outside of the church again, and everybody then gets their confetti and throws the confetti, the little bits of coloured paper, or sometimes it's coloured petals, so the bits of the flowers, so it smells really nice, and they throw it over the bride and groom, and it makes a really colourful picture. So they are some of the things that happen at a wedding. And do you remember what happens after the wedding? It's like a big party. So they have a special meal. They might sit down at the tables and have some really nice food together. And in the evening, there's some dancing. There might be a DJ or a band playing some music. And everyone has lots of fun and lots of really, really yummy food. And they get to eat yummy, yummy wedding cake. And you see this cake's not just one bit. It's got these little bits, cakes all on top of each other, are called tiers. And then the bride and the groom, they come along and everybody stands around and watches. And they cut the cake. And then everybody claps. And then everybody can have some cake to eat. And oh, I forgot to show you this one. So when the bride gets to the church, she might walk, or because it's a very special day, she might come in a really special car. Some people, look, they come in an old car like this, a very, very old-fashioned car, and they put flowers on the front to decorate it, and the bride gets out of the car. And at the end of the wedding, sometimes the bride and the groom, they drive off together in the wedding car. And the bride, she has a bunch of flowers, of very special, beautiful flowers normally. And it's got a special name. It's called a bouquet. Can you say that? It's a bit of a funny word. Bouquet. Look at those beautiful flowers. Flowers are very important in weddings, and you'll see them in lots and lots of photos. So, because we're thinking about weddings again today and all the special things that are part of a wedding day, I would love for you can choose 2 different activities. You can build me a church. So you could use Lego or Duplo if you've got some at home. Or maybe if you've got some old cardboard boxes, like a cereal box or something, or a shoe box, could you make a church? Or if you don't want to make a church or have anything to make a church, that's okay. You could draw me a picture of a wedding. So you might want to draw the bridesmaids, and all about these 2 people. So you need to draw the bride in her special dress. Do you remember what colour? Yeah, normally a white dress, and the man in his smart clothes. You might want to draw a wedding car. We talked about the cakes last week, didn't we? And I saw some lovely pictures of some cakes. You might want to draw the bride holding some really pretty flowers. And you might want to draw a picture of the bride and the groom, so the man and the woman having confetti thrown, all of them. Yay! I can't wait to see your wedding pictures. And you could even see if you could have a go at writing some labels so that I know what the different bits, the special things from the wedding day are in your picture. Have fun, and I look forward to seeing your work. Bye.